Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, bringing you guys another Boruto discussion in regards to the Boruto manga. So for the anime only fans, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to be talking about spoilers, so I highly recommend clicking off of this video. And with all that being said, if you're still here, I'm going to assume you're okay with me talking about spoilers. So as I was going back and I was rereading the last Boruto chapter, there was something that really popped in my head, which is the fact that, you know, Naruto is a hokage. Naruto's at a crossroads right now, because while we've all been focusing on the fact that, you know, Boruto has this tragic fate, Boruto's gonna have his body taken over by an Otsutuski clan, right? Like, everybody knows that Momoshiki's coming back. While that is true, the other thing is that Naruto is now at a point where he has to start thinking about the future. Like, we already know from little passing lines that you got in the Boruto anime that Naruto has people like Orochimaru working on countermeasures when it comes to Otsutuski, but now that he knows that somebody like Isshiki exists, and that Isshiki, the version of Isshiki that they fought, wasn't even at full power, Naruto knows that he has to come up with some type of a countermeasure, because he and Sasuke are not powerful enough to take down Isshiki. The fact that he wasn't at full power, and Naruto and Sasuke, when Isshiki was saying like, hey, I've got you isolated here, they were talking a lot of trash. They're talking a lot of trash to Isshiki. The fact of the matter is that when Isshiki started fighting them, they said, oh, that's fine, you got us separated. Hey, we're able to go 100% full power, and they got their QB avatars out, they got their Susanoo avatars. Like, they weren't holding back in that fight, and yet Isshiki without full power was able to dominate them. So I think that the very first thing that Naruto's going to do is, Naruto understands that this is an unorthodox problem, therefore it requires an unorthodox team to be able to take down this threat. And I definitely think that we are going to see a 3-man team that is put together, potentially a 4-man team that is put together specifically to deal with this threat. So I think the members of this team are going to be Amado, the new citizen of Konoha, basically, because he's got asylum, Orochimaru, Katasuke, and I definitely think that this will be the time when we start seeing Dinky in the Boruto manga, because if you go back to, I believe it was 2017, one of the things that Ikimoto said is that over time we will see Sumire, who we've already seen in the Boruto manga, we will see Awabe at some point, and we will see Dinky. Now, as far as I know, those plans have not changed, but what we do know is that the Boruto anime and the Boruto manga, they run parallel to each other. The anime builds on different things that the manga does. It creates original side stories that are meant to flesh out the story, and then they eventually reconvene. Nothing in this series is supposed to be considered filler, according to Kodachi as well as Ikimoto. But the thing of the matter is I think that this could be the perfect opportunity, because let's look at this for a second, okay? So they're getting all this information from Amado. Amado was able to create these cyborgs who were normal people who got their bodies scientifically enhanced, and now they can swap hands with suppressed KCM Naruto. The fact that you have people this powerful, and this isn't KCM Naruto from the war, this is Hokage Naruto, who is a lot stronger. At a bare minimum, he's 2 times stronger than he was in the war. So the fact of the matter is that this person now is able to keep up with Naruto. And what I really like about this is, imagine what happens when you get Amado's big brain, you get Orochimaru's big brain, you get Katasuke's big brain, and then you get Dinky's big brain together, and you look at everything that's going there. When you look at Dinky's family, the fact that they got all this technology and everything and all these resources, you put that with the fact that Katasuke's scientific ninja weapons tool department has a whole area on the outskirts of Konoha where they're able to develop. Now you can start seeing where all the pieces can go, because Orochimaru's got his lab outside the village. You have on the outskirts of the Land of Fire, you also have Katasuke's lab, and now you have Dinky being able to work on stuff inside of Konoha and being able to bounce through all these, obviously with some type of protection, would definitely be Amado. And with all these people working together, I really feel like this could be the formulation of coming up with something, because given the importance of science in the Boruto series, the fact that science exists to where normal people can get beefed up like this, what's to say that you don't take some of this technology and all of a sudden you create a new arm for Sasuke? What's to say that you don't take this technology and modify somebody like Naruto potentially, who's open to using scientific ninja weapons tools, or you modify the other 4 Kages to where they can hope to fight alongside Naruto and Sasuke against Isshiki or whoever the big bad Otsutuski clan threat that we have. And given how powerful these people are, the fact that you have a Ten Tails that's different than the version of the Ten Tails we saw in the war arc, but the fact that you have a Ten Tails out there, what's to say that Amado, working with all these people, isn't able to create some type of a barrier that's able to ward off a Bijudama that's fired at the village? What's to say that they're not able to come up with some type of defense mechanism to safely protect the ninja villages when you eventually have the Otsutsuki threat come back to Earth, whether it be an invasion or whether it be somebody else showing up? I really feel like these 4 characters working together can either provide an extreme offensive capability for Naruto to take advantage of, or they'll be able to safely protect the village and safely protect the other villages in a manner to where Naruto doesn't have to worry about destroying his village when he fights at full power next time. Because when he was fighting against Delta, he was fighting extremely suppressed because he was still inside the confines of Konoha territory. So if Naruto made one wrong move, like for instance when he fired that lava style Rasen Shuriken, if that Shuriken would have missed, he could have did damage to Konoha. If he would have used the Bijudama and maybe had his attention diverted for the wrong second, all of a sudden major damage could be done. So this could be a really good way to take those restraints off of Naruto and Sasuke. So I really want to know from you guys, how do you guys feel about a potential 4-man team or even a 3-man team? How do you guys feel about that? Do you agree with me that this would be the best time to bring in a character like Dinky? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.